The real secret is to target good projects. I think I'm fortunate to be in a community of a size that we have a lot of opportunities to choose from, and we really go after and target the ones that we think are going to ultimately be successes. We've also managed to put together a coalition of several communities that are able to work together, and a really tight, hard-working team that has the final approval. We don't have a complicated approval process. We do it at our team level, and we get the approvals for our EPA-funded Brownfields projects, and we get the project done. Literally a 2-week turnaround.
Wow. From
application to putting an environmental professional on the property, literally 2 weeks.
How long has it taken to create a group like that?
We've been very fortunate. We've been funded with EPA Brownfields grants for 12 or 13 years, and most of that contiguous time, so we've been able to build a team that just understands what we're trying to do, and we can get it done pretty quickly. It's really been great, because now, after all of these years, we have both the private investors who know about the program, and then we have relationships with all the environmental companies in the community who are looking for opportunities that will qualify also. So we have projects coming from both directions.
Wow.
And you know, it's a great thing for an environmental company to be approached by a potential project and say, we have an idea. We have a source of funding that could pay for this for you, and you know, that helps with the environmental due diligence for a project. In our projects, and just in the last with our last 3-year grant, I think we did 58 projects out of $1 million. A lot of those are related to neighborhoods, related to low-income neighborhoods, and related to job redevelopment opportunities. So bringing the community to the table is really, really important. You want to have community meetings. You want to make sure that the political leaders that represent that neighborhood or that area are aware of what's going on. And you want to make sure that they understand that, you know, that at the end of the day, this is going to be something that's going to create jobs, but it might be a mess along the way. There might be some disruption to the neighborhood. There might be bad smells, or there may be construction that's going to go on for a while. And you know, bring them in as a partner, and they're surprisingly helpful and cooperative. They just want to be at the table. As I say, you literally start at the political level. I think you start reaching out to the, you know, the district, city council member, or the neighborhood presidents, and start connecting there, because usually they're aware that, you know, there is a particularly bad property or something that's been sitting empty for a long time. Start with them, and literally go to neighborhood meetings if you need to, and develop relationships with that. I don't think that it's necessary to overkill that, and sometimes I wonder about, you know, huge community meetings and that sort of thing. I don't think that's really necessary, but just connect on a one-on-one basis, in a small group basis with the community, and you can make people comfortable pretty easily.
Right.
This is all good in the end for them.
Right. So you go to the sort of the source of the
go
leadership
to
of
go
the
to the key
community.
people.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
And the immediate neighbors. For my projects and the way our organization has worked with our coalition of cities, it's really, there's not a single one, there are a couple. It is hiring a really good, experienced consultant who is going to be that connection between your program and the Environmental Protection Agency. Don't be their test program for somebody to learn that relationship. Be sure that they have done this before and they know how to do it. It's very, very complicated. And then create a good team that you can educate, that can understand what is going on, and make that team streamlined. I see a lot of communities where you do an approval for a project and then it's got to go to the city manager or the county manager, or it goes from that to an approval by city council, and none of them understand it, and all it does is add time. The EPA is perfectly acceptable to have a appointed team that has the ability to approve the project. Approve the project, get the contractors in there, and get going on it. And it turns it around quicker, everybody's happy, and there's no reason to prolong the process in the agony.